I have done nothing of value all day.
You found me first. It was a toss-up who was going to get to me first. There were people who wanted to do the new Mario Kart, but I was like, I don't know. Ray calls me first, you know, I gotta go.
See how it
Haha.
Like, it's just how it is. But
Oh, it works.
besides, so yeah, I was gone last week, as you know. But I mean, you knew that already.
Your presence was very missed, Cal, don't worry.
Well, I mean, at least I gave you notice. I think, if you remembered, I'm not sure, but yeah, I think I said I wasn't going to be there. Either way, where are we now? We're at Black Hole now, right?
Yes, we are.
Yes. I'm ready. Oh man, Hot Pursuit sucks. But yeah, however.
I was gonna say, you managed to skip all the bad stuff and then.
Well, at least this
Hot
first.
Pursuit.
Yeah, I saw bits and pieces of how Great Sea Battle. It went exactly as I expected it was.
It was great everything battle.
Yeah, it do be like that. Frickin' Great Sea Battle, man.
Great Sea Battle featuring a lot of ground combat.
Yeah, particularly in the bottom right of the map. For some reason, it's just like, huh.
It's been a long time coming. Here we are, at last, knocking on Sturm's front door. We're coming for you, Sniffer King. Sturm takes command! Blitz the Black Hole Citadel!
thought you'd never ask.
Lord Sturm! He hates it.
He's brooding.
Yes, really.
That feel when the boss actually does something.
Got it.
There shall be
It is pretty funny.
adjustments.
Sturm, you didn't do so hot in the last war by yourself.
Oh, how are you gonna? Yeah,
This map
no,
is messed.
Let's move.
This is just not really well done, which is weird because the hard campaign one is so much better.
Mission 33, Hot Pursuit.
There is actually not that much pursuing going on here. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, this map.
Yep.
Gotcha. Oh.
What is Sturm trying to be Scrooge McDuck and have a money bin full of money?
Yeah, what's he do with the money? Like, you can't just, like, use money to magically, like, who's he got to trade with?
Himself. He's got stonks.
Everybody is literally at war with this guy.
Oops.
Not the capitalists.
You're big on Fortune Street, Billy. You got an angle in this?
I mean, he's failed, like, getting the culture victory in Civ by going to war with everybody, so... I don't know what Sturm's game plan is.
He hasn't married his horse yet, so I don't know. He's already, like, step ahead of most, like, CK players.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Because I think it's implied he's stealing, like, materials as opposed to cash. Or I thought it was in the original.
Probably
It specifically said money, so...
It does in this version, but I swear it used to be just like he stole stuff.
I think that's true. I have a vague recollection of the word materials.
That's what I was thinking. Like, why if they changed it to money, it makes less sense. Like, who's he gonna buy shit off? Like, Archie's up to some dark shit, man.
Archie secret final boss? Question mark?
Oh yeah.
I mean, depends how you look at it. Well,
so, Hot Pursuit is not really a pursuit, much as that it is an advanced blockage.
Yeah.
Quick, somebody call the Mario Brothers. They need some plumbers.
So, right in front of you, immediately in front, you've got mini cannons, 2 laser cannons, and 3 black cannons. Your objective is to destroy the 3 black cannons to win the map. As you can see, Sturm has a very huge, large force locked away behind the black cannons, and as well as a couple of others just waiting to be primed at. They'll advance the moment you start destroying, making headway towards the black cannons, and the pipe seems to go there, and otherwise they'll just stay put. You'll have plenty of time to just whack at the mini cannons until they go, and you can take care of the laser cannons as you go. They're just going to stay passive until you start getting really aggressive. By then, if you set up long enough, you should have no problem in effortlessly taking care of the way this is going. This is, as Sonya mentioned, this is an indirect superiority sort of fight, so people with good indirect grit is pretty much going to be invaluable in this mission, and that's why he's leading the main fight. So it's pretty much the go-to for this way. His rockets will just outrange everything Sturm's got at him. The only other thing you need to worry about is the 3 naval units on either side of the map for the other front to worry about, as they will aggro immediately, as opposed to everything else. You take care of the battleships, and then everything after that will be smooth sailing. Just build up your forces to try and whale on and weather the storm with the black cannons.
I don't know how I feel about the black cannons and the mini cannons and the lasers being able to fire over pipes when planes can't fly over them.
Yeah, don't worry about it. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
I can get the cannons being able to fire over the pipes. It's like calling in a mortar or artillery team.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, you're gonna take some unavoidable damage.
He's back in Pog form! Ooh. So, Sturm has hammered out all of his weaknesses that he had in AW1's campaign, and now he's just at full tilt the entire way through. The apparent commander-in-chief of Black Alarm, he serves the real within the shadow, revealing nothing. All of his units are plus 20 attack and defense, and can move across all terrain with no penalty, except for snow, for free.
Revealing nothing. Here's everything he does.
So, he has no CO power, he puts all of his effort into Super CO power, which is now Meteor Strike, which is a hefty, chunking 10 bars. So, follows the same rules as Advanced Wars 1 Meteor Strike. It hits a 5x5 diamond area, dealing 8 HP damage to either the most HP-rich target, most expensive target, or most expensive target with the double indirect multiplier. Although again, his units are worth negative value and will be subtracted from the line of fire if possible. If his units would end up taking the most damage from a meteor strike, then there is no meteor. Making things worse in this version is that once he activates meteor strike, he gets plus 20 to attack and plus 30 to defense, making him very sturdy.
God. He is God. The time has come.
So you have a lot of when he hulks up, it's bad. It's real bad.
If only we had Sasha in Advanced Wars 2.
Also, you know what's fucked up? The Advanced Wars 1 version still never says what he does. Even after you unlock him. It's just like, I will actually just reveal nothing. And it's like, huh.
Well, he does reveal nothing. It said that in his dialogue, or in his dossier.
It's very funny because you look at him, and in the sort of dossier, he has like full strength units, and then when you play as him, he does not. It's like, oh.
Like,
okay.
but why?
Bit of an odd choice. Yeah, the only eyes coming at you right now are those boats. So, I guess that's step 1.
I've missed Max's theme. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I used to seeing them fire.
Yeah, keeping track of all those ranges is going to be interesting.
Lasers hit everything in their path along the line, Jade.
Yep. Yep.
Today, I got up at 6 a.m. because Hassan was gonna play some Reverie. We do that once a week. And we were done at 2 p.m.
I get
So-
up for like 12 these days.
So I regularly get up very early in the morning. It was just a very, very long session. So I accomplished absolutely nothing today. Even though I have things I want to accomplish. Alas, alack.
LA?
Yeah. So I am in a drowsy setting.
Oh, did you accidentally put your dude in front of the cannon? Oh.
Once Gru has 2 rockets going, he can just start immediately going on the offensive limited cannons and just destroy those first.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's just like the primo choice, no doubt.
Really isn't a better option for lead than this one, is there?
Are there any useful, viable options in using Colin for his cheaper units if they're just gonna get peppered by the cannons and lasers anyway?
I think that plan's better off in the next map.
Ah,
Yeah, true. He's mostly restraining in this map. The next one, however,
It's not an issue of how fast can you get them out, it's an issue of range.
the next map he's just gonna come and beat your ass.
Yeah. So, like, with grid, you don't have to blow up any of the pipe seams because of the cannons.
Yeah, Colin's thing is that he's just meant to try and wall stuff. You can use him to, like, build Neos to, stifle the targets of the black cannons. In case they need something heavy to strike at, or primitive to strike at.
Oh, you coming. I like how it makes all those units like individually made. That's kind of funny. And yet, those hands will never hold anything. Oh, he's blocking the port.
Blocking both of them.
Oh, GG, boss.
sure is a good thing that the cannons can't reduce you below 1.
Right.
Yeah, no, they cannot kill like this one single dude who's in like a town. Every asset?
Okay, related question to that. Oh,
Oh, well, that got them.
Oh, the-
Nope.
yeah, I guess the battleships can, though. Yeah, related question. If you have a unit already at... I assume it leaves you with a full bar of 1 when they take you down to 1 for the first time. But then does it, like, leave you at a sliver if they hit you when you're at 1 already?
I think they just still keep you at 1, regardless.
Yeah. far so good. Oh, what's going on?
But
Domain expanded.
Indeed. Grit, Jess, and Max rocking out.
Kind of interesting how like he just sends these dudes at you, and then like nobody else. Like most other AIs will like attempt to break the pipes, but I guess he'd be like destroying his own cannons at that point. It's a weird design.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you'd think you'd want to get those dudes out there, but then again, if he did, you'd have like 0 chance. He would bomb rush you in like 3 turns, and you would die.
yeah, you would just
Like,
lose. You would just
Yeah,
lose
you
outright.
You would just completely be minced.
I mean, with the premise of this map, like, you're encroaching his territory, you'd think Sturm would want to drive you out faster.
He'd have a few more rockets around for sure. Yeah, like he's got a few, but.
You'd think that, but according to like the cutscene reporters, that's not what he wants.
Yeah,
Which doesn't make sense, but go off, I guess.
it is very unusual.
Maybe you're just not paying enough attention to the intricate lore and character motivations of the Advance Wars character. Instead of
This guy's like, this guy's smoking like too much weed. Oh, I did
This
it the
was-
first.
this was all very carefully set up in Advance Wars 1. I don't know what to tell you.
I was merely
Yeah, the game
pretending
has-
to be Beth. Just merely pretending. But yeah, like,
Sturm is just a benevolent person who wants to unite the world and bring peace and money to everyone.
on the other hand, what the HC.
So do I whenever I play Civilization. That usually involves nuking the shit out of people, though. There won't be a need for war afterwards. Hi, Rock.
Taking it to the big man finally.
We're here.
Yeah, Kala is here.
Eventually, yeah. Yeah.
How's it going, guys?
So Sturm is actually just Vindel in a different, wearing a mask. He's just gonna chaos.mp3 blaring in his ears all day.
Sturm is just simply at war with peace. It's very easy to understand.
Man, he should write a book about it. Peace and war? No, that doesn't sound right.
War and war?
War and war.
War and war and war and war and war and war.
It was the worst of times, and it was still the worst of times.
That's an entirely different book.
I know.
God, this map is horrific. Yeah, I don't know. Like the hard campaign one is even weirder, man. Oh no.
And the entire map is redesigned.
Oh no.
Yeah.
This ain't gonna get old.
Well, bye.
Prepare yourself.
Yeah, couldn't see that coming.
Well, those guys are useless now.
That is the intended effect.
Oh, it's got the theme going on again.
Hell yeah. And
For like 2
And
seconds.
it's gone, yeah.
But yeah, the hard campaign is like what? I think it's like the middle team that gets like a one-way ticket to hell. I think they're like, because it's your teams that are divided by the pipes in hard, I think.
Yeah.
And just red is getting swarmed by like God, effectively. Yeah, it's something. But not to worry.
Once these enables go, I can build a lander for these rockets and just swoosh on here and destroy this mega laser and destroy the black laser right there.
Did a pretty good job with just the name.
They did a pretty good job with Jess, period. Just if only she was their dual strike version.
Yeah.
Bench press the world.
I feel like I had to this mission last time I've done hot pursuit.
That's crap. Oh.
I think it was Grit Andy Jess.
No, no, boys! Don't touch that stuff!
It makes sense to me because, like, tried to just have Andy, I guess,
Cheers for
tank
that, Molly.
meteors.
I see that sequence of words, and my brain just goes, "Huh, huh, double flash!"
Double slash!
Volcano.
Volcano! I miss Lavitz every day, man.
We all do.
We all do.
You didn't get your club shirt, Billy? We're all part of Club We Miss Lavitz.
We miss Lavitz, gang.
Jesse, what the hell are you talking about?
Well, listen, forget.
Oh, no.
Also, Cal.
Yep.
Shin Kamen Rider is now publicly available to pretty much everyone.
No, no, boys! Don't
Just
touch
kind of
that
on all
stuff!
platforms. Huh.
It is 2 hours long.
It was a movie.
It was indeed a movie.
Well,
Ano cooked.
Yeah, he's been doing some interesting movies recently now that he's like free of Evangelion for like ever.
Mhm.
So I think
Yeah,
he's pretty done with it now for good.
He's free of Ava. He lived his dream of making an Ultraman project, and just doing whatever he wants.
Now we just need him to do. Now we just need him to do a Gundam and
That'd
come
be
full
really
circle.
Also, how about that Gundam Evolution, Cal? Holy god.
Oh yeah, I guess it was a long time coming because its monetization stuff was like awful. And they just weren't releasing content, so they were like, they kind of just let it die. It was weird.
Yeah, I
It's
kind of
Bandai Namco. They do that.
Yeah,
I
they
love
did.
how they had a Gundam series that was actively going on during its lifetime and released zero content based around it.
Yeah, because it was actually a decent game, but yeah, they kind of messed it up.
Yeah, that is the worst missed opportunity I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, not just putting G-Witch stuff into it, like, it makes no sense. Yeah, I don't know.
Especially with Overwatch trying to self-sabotage itself constantly, too.
Oh yeah, it's it's not the main game that's sabotaging itself currently, it's the League. I hear the League is for
The
lack
League
of a
is
better
dead.
word. It's like they're
Esports League is
they're
dying.
paying all of the teams $7 million to fuck off.
Well, the thing is, they say, hey, we will pay you all this money to get you out of here, or you can vote to stay, and you know they're not gonna vote to stay.
Well, no, with that much money on the line, the money that they've just acquired almost certainly from the Microsoft merger. I mean, honestly, fair. Maybe they'll do something better with it, or
Yeah,
not. Hard to say.
I've been told
Dare
the
to
esports
find me?
scene- You must die. I've heard the esports scene has been it's been a money hole ever since it started, and it's just
Yeah,
not
I've heard
working.
the stuff
Oh,
that isn't.
absolutely.
I've heard the stuff that isn't in the league is fine, like the contenders in the other leagues, but it's mostly the main league that's fucking awful. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's just like hemorrhaging money.
Contenders is actually kind of fun to watch. I've watched a few.
It's because they actually let them have team names, like in esports with team names. What a concept! Like, what are you guys doing? Like, it's so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But maybe they'll learn from this. Maybe they won't. But yeah, sad about Gundam though. It's a shame.
I did actually want to try it out ever since they announced the heavy arms. I just never had the time.
Play this gun tank. Is this gun tank? Yes.
Yeah.
Gun tank. Yeah.
I've seen Duck play as Gun Tank. That was funny.
Duck playing is the Ashamar was the best though.
Oh yeah, it was.
It's like I memed into like, hey, you should play your favorite suit, and then he actually started enjoying playing as it.
God.
He's like, wait,
was
yo,
it?
real Ashimar hours?
It was my Ashamar.
Was Baran correct this entire time?
Absolutely tragic. Yeah, I don't know. It was fun. It had some issues, mind you.
Yeah, I would like another Gundam shooter. It's not that one.
Yeah.
Well, they have Battle Operation 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
They
that's
do.
still going.
Totally forgot about that.
I forgot I had it on PS5.
Is it on Steam?
I believe so.
Damn, nice.
I'm gonna look there right now.
I've been.
Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Operation 2, yep.
There you go.
Recent reviews, mostly negative. All reviews, overwhelmingly negative. I understand.
Probably because is it
The
recent?
announcement.
Yeah.
Jade. Here, Ray, I'll post it in our chat for you.
Ashmar dude, so that's not good. That's not really dude. I can't cheap jet back your way for your problems, Ashmar.
But he totally could. It was awesome.
What were we gonna say, Kris?
No, I didn't want to interrupt your Gundam talk, Jess. I watched just randomly a Yu-Gi-Oh video the other day, and as one is wont to do in this age, I was like, oh fuck, I'll play a Yu-Gi-Oh game, why not?
Oh no.
So I played some.
That's your first mistake.
I played some Tag Force 1, also known as the beginning
fair,
of
fair enough,
Destiny.
fair enough.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about playing Master Duel. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah, have fun coming face to face with fucking Time Lords every 10 seconds. Like,
Yeah.
it's over.
I think there's room for, you know, a Yu-Gi-Oh RPG instead of, you know, just the card game.
Unfortunately, the year is not 2003.
Well, they can just make it. I mean, Tag Force is basically kind of almost a dating sim. Just do that again. That'll be a hit.
They used to experiment a lot with Yu-Gi-Oh games back in the day.
Yeah.
They still do,
really
kind of. They did Cross Duel, and we saw how that turned out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they.
Well, it's time to experiment with some RPG.
They
Indeed.
released it, they made it pay to win as hell, offered zero content for it, and then came and concluded, well, the Yu-Gi-Oh players just don't want alternate formats.
Yeah.
Well, there's an asterisk on that statement. Yu-Gi-Oh players want alternate formats to the point that they came out in droves at YCS Philly and got them to add an Edison tournament at Nationals.
It did do that.
Are we at fault for the quality of the game? No, it is the players who are at fault.
I wouldn't be surprised if somebody at Konami actually said that.
No, I'm
They,
sure.
oh, they absolutely probably believe that.
I ended up with Alexis as my first tag
Partner?
Yep.
partner, yeah. Her deck is trash. Oh my god. I'm struggling.
Good choice in character, but not so much in deck.
It's just randomly. I've been talking to everyone and then giving sandwiches, and then she
Wait,
showed
what
up,
is
and I
she
was like,
doing?
okay.
Wait, what does she run again?
Cybers.
She runs Cyberbladers.
Oh,
Pre,
jeez.
I mean,
pre the 8th.
barely. It's
Oh.
some.
She
It's
doesn't
some
have access
trashy.
to. She doesn't have access to rituals in Tag Force 1.
It's
Oh.
some real trashy burn deck with what is it? Attack and receive.
Back in the suit. It's just
Some-
a hodgepodge of cards. I know it's this.
It's
but I
a
also think
real
they're-
mess. I'm
Okay.
struggling. I'm struggling
I would-
against it.
I would imagine
I mean-
some of the best partners would be Jaden or Thane.
Nah, Jaden's also not good.
What is he heroes though?
It's the first wave of E-Heroes. They're trash.
Yeah.
Okay.
The I don't feel it, GX wasn't done at the time. Tag Force 1 was done. It's the first.
Tag Force 1 is just the entire first season, so...
Yeah.
Oh, I
Tag
see.
Force 1, 2, and 3 are all GX. So once you get to 3, you may, I believe, I haven't played Tag Force 3, you may start hitting the more good things.
Decks start becoming structured better.
Structured.
I mean, I did still beat Tag Force, well not Tag Force 1, technically the same game but on PS2, the beginning of Destiny.
Yeah, that's what I'm playing. Yeah.
And I basically just beat that with like a game deck of just full of vanilla beater monsters.
Yeah, I
So-
mean, that's basically what I
Caveman
have.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Caveman Yu-Gi-Oh!
A bunch of 1,800 beaters. I'm like, yeah, I mean, go in.
Where's your 1900 meters?
I think I pulled like, oh yeah, actually, last play session I pulled 2 dogs.
Mad Dog in Darkness?
Yes.
Dog Darkness. Bark.
We're in my comfort zone now.
Yeah.
Yeah, United we stand going. There's some real Unga Like, it's like...
Mad Dog in Darkness, Archfiend Soldier.
Okay?
Whoa.
No.
Yeah, I've just been running beaters and like Wall of Illusion and Expulsion, the one that bounces.
Expulsion device.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things that
Or
shit that bounces
evacuation.
back, and I'm like beating their faces in. I'm like, yeah, it's working.
So you're playing the meta.
Macro is decent because she at least has like Sakuretsu armor and stuff like that. So like,
Fucking
can.
Sakuretsu.
Oh man, I love Sakuretsu armor. It's so bad.
I would scoop the minute I see that shit. Like, I would just like, I'm not dealing with that. Like, no way.
we're done.
You know what I'm not dealing with? Fucking Scrap Iron Scarecrow. That's my pain. I'm like, no.
That doesn't exist yet, right? That's 5Ds.
Might be
Yeah.
zero.
Thank you for that.
Oh, man.
It's the whole you don't get to attack thing.
I've been doing fun things with Dark World recently. It's like, whoa. Good old Dark World. Oh, man.
Disaster.
Well, if you happen to love fire monsters, the rest of this year is going to be great.
True.
Yeah.
That noise. Nah, it's probably not.
All you needed to say, Margaret's gonna take care of it for me.
No, we're getting there.
So what is Max's best asset on this map? Bombers or
To
gear?
bomb that initial cruiser and battleship. Other than that, it's just just in case you need to either destroy the pipe scene in one go with a bomber, or just build medium tanks to distract the black cannons from targeting from the rockets, because they are 1,000 more than a rocket.
Ah.
I see.
Or alternatively, his own rockets, but they aren't useful. Ignoring the fact that you just blew up the laser with one.
Sturm crushing the dust in his hand with his clenched fist, maybe.
Don't we all have dust in our hands, technically, all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This room, definitely.
Found out I'm allergic to myself. That was kind of funny. Because if you're allergic to dust, that means you're allergic to yourself because you are dust.
No.
Space dust.
What do you just
We're just gonna keep talking. We're all just gonna turn to dust.
You just collapse on yourself like a star.
Dust Nova?
Or maybe you're allergic to yourself, so you continue to sneeze and never stop, thus creating the dust loop. Anyway.
Dust creating a heart stoppage.
Within every one of us, there is a Guilty Gear player. Somewhere. Waiting for the dust loop.
Did you not have burst?
Feels good to rock out to Max's theme.
It does.
Right, check.
Mix.
No, I'm dealing with that.
Ah.
Next. What's surviving those like dudes on the right? Like the best case scenario, those guys behind the second pipes just will not move at all. Because I think they bait you in hard campaign, and I think the enemies are instead behind mini cannon, so they will just come at you the moment they die.
Damn.
Or at least that's what I'm thinking here. It's not possible that this fact check false.
Fact check. That might be true.
Fact check.
Yeah, pretty much.
I feel like the one downside to not breaking the pipes is Greek gets no CO power meter.
Nope, you gotta try and soften up the dudes as best as you can beforehand. And then try and get enough for a snipe attack to do it in one. And you need to kill 4 units on the single turn if you want to go at 100% power as well.
Yep. They have power scores like a nightmare on this map.
I'll bet.
Definitely true.
sped up, those Neo tanks really look like they're jamming along.
Yeah. They're just vibing.
You're gonna bust it.
Tempting it. Right now, I just need to soften up numbers a little bit more.
I do find it interesting that once the laser cannons are destroyed, the enemies inside the middle don't move and head towards the pipes.
Yeah, because in any other map, the AI is obsessed with like breaking those things. Like they'll just go for it, dude.
I feel like once you destroy the cannons and the lasers, and you're basically down to the last line of defense, they should be starting to like all out assault you at that point.
That should be you opening Pandora's box.
Fact check's accurate.
Let us open the box of cosmic horrors.
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
Just the fucking squad.
He's fine.
Blitz, guys. It's like the army of dudes you have there. Like just a bunch of infantry. Alright, B-Max rockets. No,
One
they're not
job
doing
cannot
that.
fulfill its other job.
I guess we should be glad that he just doesn't have a factory on this map too.
Yep.
Like imagine if he was just pumping out more units.
Yeah, there'd pretty much be no way out.
Yeah.
Also, when the slideshow and revolving door of Black Hole COs started, like when the map started, had me thinking, have they ever done a map where, not using like the tag system in Dual Strike, but where like a CO was replaced by a different CO on a map?
No.
So. Unless you count something that happens like Dark Conflict or Days of Ruin or whatever, yeah, I think that might happen.
I was talking across the whole series, not necessarily just these three.
Something strikes me as familiar, but I can't quite remember.
I don't think Days of Ruin ever did that. Personal memory of it, literally just watching Ray play it, so that's to say it doesn't really exist.
I seem to have some memories of that myself.
I know they've had instances where COs enter a map, but I don't think there have been ones that swap.
And there's ones where you don't have a CO, I think. Yeah.
Gone.
Whoops.
It's over. I like how you can't just stand there, like, come on. Sturm,
It's a bit silly.
Like, Sturm, come on.
You gone. I win next turn.
He didn't know the power of grit and determination.
You would win.
You forgot to use Vigor Up and Valor Up.
You would win. Fucking funny space man versus cowboy guy.
Hey, they made that movie.
I'm back.
No, well, I mean that's the thing too. But I was talking about Cowboys versus Aliens.
True.
Yeah.
Next map's gonna be fun. That's when we really get started.
This is essentially the appetizer.
They did something real special for this version. Anyone who's played it will already know what I'm talking about. But soon. It's Jumper.
Slap him.
It's time to take you down.
True.
So he's supposed to watch 7 million like artillery strikes heading directly his way.
It's what he gets for calling down meteors.
Yeah, true.
You're mocking him.
Yeah. Oh, good.
I mean, yeah, he's like some fucking dude.
We call this
A little
dabbing
bit
on
of a
the
jerk. Hey.
It's 3.
Hey.
6.
Farewell.
That's it.
Sorry about that.
Peace.
Peace out.
God.
Textbook.
Easy game. Clap, clap.
me when I take off the guy's mask and it's some freaky alien dude. What the fuck? Like, it's gotta be weird.
A
That's
storm
okay.
of death.
That's okay. They're gonna create XCOM after this.
Missile platform. Board the platform.
I guess Omega Land gets to live.
This theme is the final battle intro to the final front mission.
What happens when there's a trap? You spring the trap.
Andy
It's
talking
been like
sense.
30 seconds, Andy.
It's getting out of your
think
brain
we
again.
should listen to the boy. I don't know.
Hoo-ha!
My, oh my. One more nut to crack.
One more nut to bust.
Yes.
Ding dong.
Okay. So I like the cool flag.
Yeah, the crest of the
Yeah.
Allied Nations. Here it
Hey.
comes.
Oh, fuck.
The final conflict has arrived. Stop the enemy's missile from launching.
Jeez.
The Death Ray.
That means you get to fire it 4 times.
True.
Reckon it's my
Thank goodness
turn.
for that. Yes,
Well,
yes,
well.
yes.
Well, well, well.
Interesting.
Good old Sensei.
Mission 34. Final front.
Oh, it makes sense.
I like how the letters came in its own, like, Morse code.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
Look who showed up.
How's it going?
Sturm, you're really back for more after last time?
Eh?
Oh,
Cast is slightly different now. I don't mean to alarm you.
Owned.
True.
I would see your power.
Oh, test your skill.
oh my gosh!
Oh dear.
This time they don't actually zoom in on the death ray immediately like they do in the start of the original. It's like,
Sheesh.
guys, look at it!
Look at this lake.
Camera
Clearly,
movement,
clearly the
please.
death ray is gonna rise up from the lake like Mazinger.
Okay.
That is the exact strategy, Jess.
Yeah!
Max be like, the strategy doing numbers.
Foolish worms. I've seen this strategy before, and the strategy you're thinking of replacing it with, and the replacement for that.
Holy
Excellent.
shit, dude!
Excellent line read, sir.
Yeah.
Warfare
Damn, Sturm has Shulk on payroll.
The best you can do is choose a maneuver that might briefly postpone your defeat.
Damn, he's going in.
I am Warfare Incarnate!
Oh, just wait.
Okay, Sturm, we get
What a
it.
boss, dude!
That
What a little
visage,
goof.
he's a god
Go.
of war.
Go
Oh,
off.
you ain't seen nothing yet. Just wait.
You have a 30-day time limit to rush all the way and destroy this. This
God,
is
oh,
the
fuck.
Death Ray. Brought into the black hole, it spends all week charging and fires a mighty laser every 7th day. So on every 7th day when this fires, this will shoot down a giant laser of death that will hit all units in this area and will do 8 damage. It's pretty bad. You want to make sure
Yep.
you clear out of the way every 7th day. All of his units are fine though. Compounding matters is 2 more black cannons just like immediately pressed on the side front, and they bleed over into the left and right fronts as well. So it's just a little bit annoying.
This mission is hard. Yeah, no doubt.
Just as well, Sturm also has quite a lot of fundage and a little bit more spread out this time than he did in AW1. So as well, he's got some bases on the side as well, ready to go and use them as well. Just as well, he also has some mini cannons primed at the top here, on both sides, just to block any cheeky little use you plan on going through.
Nice
Oh, yeah.
missile silos.
These missile silos, unless the AI works differently in this than it does in the original, will probably never see use, unless you're
Yeah.
playing
Even-
very slowly.
Even the player is not gonna get up there to
Like,
him, probably.
if you see these missile silos, your best thing is like, no, for that I need to destroy the death ray, because once you do it, you win the map.
And he comes at you hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
So middle front is going much like AW1. The middle front is going to be taking the brunt of the fire from Sturm's attacks on his offensive units that are coming down, and they're going to come at you fast. Remember that all the units have ignore terrain penalties, so they're just going to come at you faster than you think. You gotta brace up for impact. Greatest hero, of course, because he works best with his indirects to try to keep them at bay, as well as trying to bait out Sturm's infantry from trying to cap these 2 bases. If you can successfully hold them off and just keep doing that, then while you press your attack, then that's good. Meanwhile, the left and right fronts are going to try and go up to the top and break their way through, trying to hold off and then swing units into the left or right side and destroy the Death Ray in one fell swoop. Doing it with Max, Convey, or Eagle at best. Of course, their bombers will one-shot. The Death Ray like straight on at full HP, which is the easiest way to do it.
Indeed.
So, first things first, I need to establish a set of HQ. You also have a couple missile silos that, to the left and right, you will be taking advantage of. So, I will start off nice and first. Infantry going. I picked Sensei, although he's not super ideal since, of course, his bombers don't one-shot, but his copters can do enough oppressive force to Sturm's infantry that come through. You can establish this get some fundage going for a copter soon, and just copter spam. That should be enough. And once you can just power through onward war with a bomber and a copter as well, and that should get the job done just as well. Eagle's a no-brainer. His bomber will just one-shot at full HP, and if you can get a lightning strike, you have 2 rounds. So it's pretty much free as it gets.
Yeah, he just goes right up there. Well, provided the AI doesn't turn on him, which it sometimes does. Oh, here we go.
Oh, new theme!
Ooh.
Sorry.
Yeah, we don't get to hear it.
Yeah, nice tease.
We get to hear it for like 2 seconds, but yeah, he just has a separate theme.
Thanks, dude.
It is in fact just called Final Front, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a nice touch for like the very, very last map.
Copter ready. He's gonna try and get these bases. You can attempt to rent them. I did on my original playthrough, but it's a lot of effort just trying to maintain it. So you can try to let them cap it, and it's okay. As long as you stay vigilant on the offense going in. All right. Let's see what we got.
Alright, I have a good meme for you guys. Hot off the press. My own making.
That's it.
Share with the chat. Just give me a second.
Nice.
Very good.
That's good. Build an anti-air there. That's just as well. And very freely cap these 2 cities. Attempting to drain whatever fundage you can from Sturm is, of course, ideal. So go for it if you can.
Oh yeah.
Rocket right there, and an artillery right there as well. I have to wait for both of them to pass.
Yeah, I remember struggling with this one quite a bit, even though I'd done it a long time ago. It took me a while to get back into the swing of how this one works.
This mission is legit difficult.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even compared to the hard campaign version of this.
Yeah, which is in some respects some consider easier.
That's funny.
That's not very fun.
Yeah, it's due to how it's structured, because the death ray is at the bottom, I think, in the other version.
That's what? For ourselves.
Just switches to Sensei. It's kind of there. I just like the total shift. It's quite good.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I made the mistake of trying to rush that base north of there. The one that the Black Hole Soldier's currently going for.
Yeah, this one, yeah, like I said, it's rough if you try to go with it immediately. Build up presence first before you tackle it. You can try to soften them up for lay the cap if you like, but
yeah,
trying to catch and maintain that while he's probably got a massive advantage is a bad idea.
Yeah. No, for sure.
I think I'll save up for a bomber and then you get and a cat and a off there. Same with Eagle. Did the same over the other side.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, they do this in the GBA version as well. He builds an indirect on one side, the rocket, and they'll try to pressure. If you attempt to cap one of these, your best opportunity is just let them go through.
Yeah, otherwise it's just a waste. Yeah, they really don't hold back. Yeah.
I just realized with him getting like only one terrain cost for everything, that means even like the indirects are going to be able to just move.
Yes, that's right. They don't fear anything.
They're coming
That's
at you.
rude.
Build a single recon up there. It's like, huh. Yeah, speaking of
Bomber.
the middle. Yeah, he's not playing around. How long we got? 3 days?
Yeah. Once phase 7 hits, I gotta scram.
Yeah, maintaining that middle island is also a nightmare.
No, his units are immune to the death ray.
Yeah, thanks to Lash.
Lash even said so.
Yeah, it's bullshit, but what can you do?
I was picturing the laser like weaving in and out around his troops. Oh.
Being a little one, use that silo now or later. It's first.
Almost have enough for a bomber.
Neo tank.
Oh no. Yeah, he presses the right side super hard. I remember that. That's gonna hurt.
Turn after this one is when it's going to start firing.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to take more than 5 days to get the whole way to where the laser is.
Laser.
Finally, start capping that. Bomber. Swarm this artillery.
Pew 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 pew.
Zerg rush.
This is fine. This infantry's done its job.
Salute to those poor soldiers.
Yeah.
Alright, me to a real one.
Oh.
That firepower bonus is not doing us any favors.
Be huge. What can I say?
I guess this is what he was doing with all the money
Later?
in his Scrooge McDuck vault.
Yeah, I guess so. Huh.
Everyone in the immediate vicinity here, clear. Let's get clear.
Yeah, it's coming. Make no mistake.
It's in line with the... It's the 3 right-hand side tiles of the island, right?
Yes.
Second, third, and fourth, yeah.
Yeah. His inventory is in too deep, so I'm just gonna...
You could back him up to that forest.
No, there was no way for him to go. I could have, but I need to distract him anyway.
Oh yeah, do we know how much damage the Death Ray is
8.
supposed to do? 8?
It's like 8, yeah.
It's 8. Now it's gonna use this.
Yeah, I should see.
Wait, no, this is what we're trying to avoid.
It's fine.
It's only small Babby missile. She lets her younger sister play with them all the time.
It's
We're
true!
We're so close to civilian
He's
cities
a-
and towns.
You need
And
to launch
factories.
this way into the field now. Which field? The entire battlefield is open plains.
Dios mío.
Nice.
Oh, copter. This is out of the way.
Can you survive?
No civilians this close to a death ray, except for the 2 cities that are straight in the path of the death ray.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about it.
I'm sure they'll be fine.
Well, you never said these cities on these maps are inhabited.
I don't know. Ray took out Kris last week, so
Oh,
You've
yeah,
fallen
that's
into my trap.
oh Jesus.
And so have you.
I like how they aren't laser Vulcans, they're just normal Vulcans on the black hole anti-air.
Yeah.
Military cities have people on them, Spirit.
Okay, that bit's freed up.
That just means it's not a war crime if we attack them.
Possibly.
You don't know how military cities work, do you, Spirit? There are definitely civvies in those.
That's
Well,
okay.
then
They just use the cities as a barracks. It's not actually with people in it, or with families in it.
They shouldn't have named their cities Military City then. That's an extremely advanced worst name. Oh man, we're coming up on Military City.
We're going to Military City. Remember when all these places had names?
I do.
Yeah, after Omega Land, we're going to Action Land.
2 more mechs.
We're going to Alpha Land.
Now we're gonna go into the future and we're gonna go to Sigma Land, and X is gonna be there.
Ugh.
Now I'm just thinking of like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite and how they merged. Was it Sigma and Bison together? Or no?
No, it's Ultron.
Or no? Yeah, Sigma and Ultron.
Makes sense, all tools.
Yeah. And now I'm just thinking like Sigma and Sturm merged together.
Yeah.
Sturm is
Not
wrong.
made clear whether or not he's like a robot or not. Or like, guess what his deal is.
And they were onto a winning idea with that whole Sigma Ultron thing. Too bad about Infinite, though.
Yeah, too bad about everything else with the game.
It's not even the game's fault either. It was just they didn't have anything.
It's Marvel and Capcom's fault.
No.
Marvel didn't want to give him X-Men. That kind of shanked it right there from the start.
Dreams, in fact, do die. Sad collapse.
That's okay. Now MVC3 has like super high registration numbers for Evo.
Yeah.
Is Evo this weekend?
I don't know. I don't want to try it.
Uh-oh.
Thursday, August 3rd through
Black
Sunday,
Hole!
August 6th.
So another couple
And
weeks.
Mega Laser!
Mega Laser!
When the laser is mega!
That one dude.
Shout out to anybody who ever played the old Flash game and Xbox Live Arcade game, Heavy Weapon.
It's like,
Damn.
it's like more than half his squad gets wiped out by a laser, then his buddy behind him gets knocked out with a cannonball. The PTSD on this guy is going to be immense.
To think he was only a month away from retirement. And he got dragged into this month-long mission.
Jesus.
It's over.
We gotta get him out of there, Ray. He's gonna be scarred forever. Actually, no, at that point, it's better off he dies.
Neo in front.
Alright.
Kind of sad you set that soldier there as a distraction, and then only the laser and the cannon paid any attention to him.
Yeah.
That was funny. Missile.
I'm listening to the Japanese ending of the first Japanese ending to the Dragon Ball, original Dragon Ball anime. Romantic Ageru yo. It just came up, and I was like, yeah, I'll listen to this.
We were just talking
really,
about.
really helps set the mood, I feel.
Yeah, I bet. We were talking about Dragon Ball Evolution a few days ago in Zach's chat. And Ray let me in on a funny little secret trivia. Well, not really secret. the guy who played Piccolo did not like his acting at all, and how
Yep.
he turned out.
Well, he didn't like the stuff with the movie.
Yeah, he was the best part about Evolution.
Yeah. So he hit up Chris Sabin. He's like, "Hey, can I voice someone in Super?" And he's like, "Yeah, we'll work something out."
And then he became Zamasu.
And he was really good as Samasu too.
I actually saw a clip of him after he said that, and I was like, "Oh, really? Oh, wow, he's pretty good." Because I've never seen Super.
I didn't watch the arc with Zamasu.
It was interesting for sure. And then Zach said it's still better than Bio Broly.
I mean, some of those Z era movies just are not good.
Yeah.
Now the English version came on.
Very good.
Speaking of OG Dragon Ball, the most recent DLC for DBC Kakarot is going to have the 23rd World Tournament in it, which means no flying. Everything is on the ground. It's got like MMO style, like attack location indicators. It's kind of wild.
Original Kakarot had that.
Oh, it did? Okay.
Yeah, it has that for most of its boss fights.
Today I learned.
But it's cool that I always appreciate when they acknowledge OG Dragon Ball content, and especially in regard to the 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai, because I really like that era. Goku is 18 years old and he's about to become the man!
He's no longer Babby.
Really cool.
Ah, yeah. The classic Sensei strat.
Look at that bomber's just chilling up there.
Yeah, I just needed to wait for its opportunity to go in. I see an opportunity to go in.
You know, people forget often that Master Roshi's like 400 years old. Like, he's pretty old, right?
Yeah, he's well old.
There's like
He's
a lot
hanging
of
in
potential
there.
for, like, there's a lot of potential for exploration of that. They never really did they? Except for like a slight bit.
I mean, the focus is on Goku, so everybody else is just off to the side.
I mean, yeah, obviously that becomes more extreme as time goes on. Yeah.
that end.
He's still there! What?
Yeah, how have we not fucking executed him? Like, huh?
I mean, I guess capture priority, but...
I'm amazed he's still there.
guess
Less of
Black
he's
Hole-
still there too.
I guess Black Hole is like the Borg. They don't consider a 1 health infantry a threat, so they're just leaving him alone.
And they wouldn't be wrong, yeah, they don't need to kill him.
At that point, they just assimilate him, right? That's what the Borg does.
No, they just ignore you until you're a threat.
Ah.
Unless they're, like, assimilating your entire race for a specific reason.
Yeah, he's just got poor Sensei pinned down.
Need an anti-air.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Oh man, Sturm's about to drop rocks.
Oh.
I've let you live long enough.
Press F.
Please, this is for the best.
Yeah.
Is it even worth going straight north?
Once you destroy one of the mini cannons, it is.
Okay.
So then you can just go to the left and bust through the seams one at a time. And you can cap these, then you can get a decent enough support to help repress the attack on the left or right side.
Okay.
That's true.
Anti-air on anti-air violence.
I need to distract the fighter from my bomber. Here's some bait.
I like how both the left and right side are almost set up identically. Same position for the bombers.
Fiddle with his imagery. Get them from getting wise about capping that base. Not much I can do now. Just need to get this high level of ground pressure off. So I need to just keep cranking out area units while I mess with this side, and I can go from there. Here comes the rock! Eagle might get hit, actually.
Uh-oh.
What happened back in Cosmoland will never happen again. Face your demise!
Let's go!
He mad! Oh, he really mad. He is warfare. He is warfare incarnate.
He is.
Okay, he's being
warfare.
great. That's fine.
Jesus!
As long as the pressure is not on Eagle, it's okay. Anti-air was fresh enough to win away with the transport. That's bad.
Oh.
That way. It works.
I guess he doesn't like Eagle's air units.
Artillery.
Sturm, I'm gonna question what you're doing there.
What's up? No damage. Eight units.
I've still got it. Airborne assault.
Airborne assault.
The dudes have shown up.
He said send dudes, and dudes appeared. I'd bank on Eagle between the two.
Need something a little bit more sturdy. I need some tanks. My turn. You jump just enough. I need to keep this bomber plugged in until I can get some room going. Helicopter. One down here as well. It's pretty much who gets their first forward at this point.
Feels like Sensei is a little more inundated with enemy troops, though. Oh, that's rude.
There.
Phew.
Nice.
The spaces belong to us now.
None of that now.
What the fuck?
Well, that center island is almost manageable.
Almost.
Except for the battlecopter, like, over the lake.
Punch going. This guy ruined my fun. Maybe able to fight her in this airport, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll build another anti-air there. Here. Sorry about that. Everyone was just leaving now. I want to say goodbye really enough.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Understandable.
Now the house is empty.
Freedom.
Let's fucking do this.
I've been free.
Dream on time.
Alright there, Mr. Sturm, you'll not find me that easy a mark.
I know, inside his metal skull, he's probably thinking you are. He's wrong.
Fucking rude, mate.
But that's why we're here to wrestle him, because he's rude.
Let's go this way. this rocket by surprise.
Was that he has less or more units than you, Line?
Good. Back with the fighter. Yeah. Turn after this, I'm gonna have to bail because the laser's gonna fire again.
Yeah, the central sort of front is quite rough.
Yeah. Join. Okay. This Neo tank is a nice one.
Is that the one that spawned from the base there?
Yes.
Well, he didn't spawn a fighter.
That's true.
Small mercies.
But Sensei's fighter bombers are not strong enough to one-shot a mini cannon by itself. They'll need help as well. We gotta tap this, get an artillery rocket going, or another copter to swing in from one side, which should be enough. Move up. Try to get away from the pack. Blast them. You go this way. Pause. Mech here. Copter. I think I'll surround any case.
I guess you do have to balance saving money and not deploying units so you don't get rocks dropped on you.
It's true, yes. Okay. from those. What do I do? What do I do?
Stand there and get paid. That is the American spirit.
Blech. Blech.
Fear is all you have left.
True.
It's cool to be scared.
Your strike.
Good. Keep talking grit.
Yeah,
Keep the pressure off.
Man, he keeps boosting his Mars power with all these meteor summons.
Go, my son!
Alright, time to list out what adepts all the advanced force cast would be.
Well, Sturm is a Mars adept. We've confirmed that. And he's protagonist, so he's got to be Venus.
Venus, yeah. I feel like Samu would be Mercury. Either that or, no.
She'd be Jupiter.
Yeah, 'cause fast as lightning. But then Eagle would also be Jupiter.
Well, it's kind of hard. You only have 4 elements to pick from.
Max would be Earth. Either that or Mars.
He'd probably be Mars.
Drake is absolutely Mercury.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Jess is Venus.
Yeah.
I feel like Grit would be Venus.
Yeah, that's fair.
Colin is Jupiter. Olaf is Mercury.
Easy now.
Convey is Mars for sure.
Sensei is Jupiter.
Super snipe.
Yeah, that works.
Sonia would be Venus, I guess.
I was thinking, yeah, that works.
Let's see. For the villains, Adder's probably Earth or Venus. Flak is Mars. Lash is Jupiter? Or no, I guess Hawke would probably be Jupiter. Because Black Wave and stuff feels like it fits that the most.
Yeah, that fits.
Flash should probably be Mercury then. Because Mercury does have break.
I like how there haven't been any new types since Dark Dawn.
Well, they hinted at new ones at the end of Dark Dawn. Shame we haven't gotten a follow-up game to that to find out what's going on.
Oops.
Adder, I think, would be Venus, because that's where all, like, the poison elemental... poison elemental synergy is at. Nell would probably be Jupiter.
Yeah.
And Hachi would probably be either Mars or Venus. Or Mercury, because he's so chill. I don't know what to pick for Hachi.
Hachi would be one of those elements that we haven't seen.
or Hachi's just the badass normal who's not an adept who somehow got into the party.
Yeah. He uses chi.
He'd Sturmangriff away.
Yeah, that is kind of a missed opportunity that we never got, like, any of Master Fei?
Yeah, any of the martial arts.
Yeah. That would have been cool.
Yeah, it would have been. By the way, fuck Ryuko.
It never leaves!
Man, fuck Ryuko.
Help! It burns! Alright, another bomber. Looking forward to make a fighter just to distract as well. That'd be cool.
Justin Neo Tank just chilling in Eagle's base.
Leave me alone. This is fun. I can use it. This is not my new base of operations, more or less. And hey, now I have a legit reason to use one of those silos, since I got one of these for free and just swing in here. Help distract the middle front a little bit. He's getting pounded right now. Black hole and mega laser.
Mega laser. Map's halfway over, or thereabouts.
Close, yeah.
But can you survive?
I'm doing a damn effort trying, Cal, believe me.
Yeah, this one's rough no matter how you like look at it.
Feels so weird to see Grit deploying battlecopters. Hey, that's an idea. When we were talking about new unit types to add, long range, indirect flying units. Like something that launches like, you know, a missile strike from far away. I mean, I guess that's kind of the Black Bomb, but the Black Bomb is kind of lame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna build a rocket here. Let me see. I'll join you.
Ooh, Sensei's super was almost fully charged again.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what time it is.
Time to make that money.
Leave me alone.
I think it's safe to say, knock on wood,
Okay.
the tides have turned.
Yeah, now this is looking pretty good now.
Yeah, it's a much better position, no doubt.
Destroy these while I'm here. With an APC. You have nowhere to go, mate. Another copter. The infantry over there. I can breathe a sigh of relief at last.
It just needs to hold tight.
Into here. Artillery. I must hold strong to the last.
We will not yield.
Very cool. Vroom vroom.
We must supply the bomber in the air with the APC.
Go this way. some more tanks.
Oh, you're like
I
one
know.
sliver.
I know, I'm just a little off. Just a teeny bit off.
A smidgen.
Because why not?
Chew up. Let's flank. Fighter. Copter's going back to heal. Good.
It's time to take you down. Snipe attack.
Use what little gun I have left.
It's hot.
Lol.
It's mid-noon.
It's mid-afternoon.
It's mid.
It's 5:52.
It's mid.
It's mid.
It's mid.
Together.
I can't believe the audacity of Sturm. He's going for your HQ.
He can do it. I believe it.
He can do it, actually. Helicopter. Tank.
Things have gotten interesting.
Quite interesting.
Yeah, what is the failure condition for the map? Is it just grit, or...?
I actually don't know.
Let's find out.
Heal then. Heal up.
So far, I'm coming up empty on what the actual failure condition is.
Yeah, the condition is getting rocked, gamer.
You can take that. You can do damage.
Like that.
Build. 2 anti-airs. Look at these missiles actually trying to cause problems on purpose.
Okay, we back. So how we doing?
Looking pretty good now.
Yeah.
Sturm is being funny and trying to go for Grit's HQ.
Huh. Yeah, the guy in the middle is always gonna take like a huge pounding, no matter how you swing it.
Distract him, please. Money with Eagle. Bleh.
Well,
bleh.
Prepare to embrace darkness.
Darkness. Let darkness take you.
Meteor strike.
What a dweeb.
this is fun.
He's so cool.
This is actually not so bad, given that this side wasn't really doing a whole lot anyway. And Eagle's closer now, so... You try that, mate. Go on.
Oh, Jesus, they're coming.
Well, they completely changed the layout of this map.
Are you looking at the hard campaign version?
Maybe. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, the hard campaign version is
It doesn't say it. It doesn't say it at the top of the screen. It just says Advance Wars 2.
Yeah.
I was debated.
Yeah, it's fine. Just spawn more dudes.
See what experience can do for you.
Oldman.
Sensei be like, I was there in the Super Famicom Wars.
He was!
Yeah, I just want Airborne Assault to activate, and then Grim pops out of one of the cities.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
He wants to get into a real knuckle duster. Real
You
haymaker.
need to hit it once, and then a bomber can take care of the rest. A fresh one. Actually use these.
Can't believe they're being used.
Neither can I. But hey, it's the world we live in.
No, boys, don't touch that stuff.
Dear God, what did they do to Sensei's theme?
Slander.
Vanessa, are you implying slander about Sensei's new vintage theme? Are you implying slander?
I'm gonna mail Vanessa a fucking saxophone.
Technically, it's live.
Boo this British sheep out of the building!
Oh no, you actually said that.
Heresy.
Heresy detected!
There it is. As soon as Billy said it, I knew it was coming.
It's okay, Vanessa. We're all allowed to have wrong opinions sometimes. Like the Rakugo case. You're wrong about that.
Alright, I'll apologize for calling you a sheep. That...
What are you gonna do about it, Vanessa? Huh? Well, what is it? Are you cool yet?
I give him money and immediately calls me wrong.
Vanessa, I love you.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Vanessa, I love you. I don't mind putting you on blast right now. Your funding, boy.
Oh. He's going in.
He's almost there.
He's trying,
He's legit trying.
If only we could save state. I'd love to see what happens if he caps it.
I mean, you lose. Do we have an extra turn?
I had about to chance that. Because this auto saves.
It does auto save, that's true.
No, boys! Don't touch that stuff!
Power of money.
That's right, Druslar. The power of money.
Power of money.
Oh, rush!
Got this. I believe in him.
Misbelieved.
Oh,
Why did you believe in me? I'm from
You misbelieved!
You misbelieved!
Sensei misliked this post.
How would you trust anything I have to say? I could always just reset the turn and try it again, no?
I can RNG scum it if I want to. I'm not going to, but
Does that actually work?
yes, it got. Yeah, I've tested it in
War room?
yeah.
No longer are the days of seated RNG.
Yeah.
Plenty of wiggle room.
matter of time now.
I guess the hard thing is going to be how are you going to get the power score with Eagle?
I'm not. I can try my best, but if you want to try and get from the easy power, look at that. I'd have to like get a good chunking 6 units in one turn and straight, and he's gonna spawn more by the time I'm ready. So,
yeah,
it's max power.
It is not feasible, unfortunately.
Besides, my technique score is probably gonna be shredded either way. I lost a lot of units at the start there. He's trying.
He is really pushing on the grit front.
He wants it. He wants it bad. This rocker's out of ammo.
It's after next turn that the laser fires, right?
Yes. You tried.
That black hole soldier is going to end up with a lot of posthumous awards from Sturm. It's a medal, the black heart, instead of the purple heart.
Play my cards right. I think I'll get the on this turn.
Yeah, you don't lose power from using your super, yeah.
If there's a way to get it.
Attack something and take damage. I don't know.
Need to hit this missile, I think. Yep. Alright, good. Swarm them.
We did it.
Ready for attack.
I am speed.
Eagle soars above you.
Lightning strike.
Lightning strike.
Bleh.
I'll mark this as my victory lap.
Boost the score however you can.
It was like 4 dudes, I think.
That's more than 4.
In one turn?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh no!
Oh crap! Oh, I can't reach.
Damn.
Well, that's GG, Sturm.
Farewell.
Impossible! There's no way you could have destroyed my death ray.
Use your eyes, dog.
So much for Warfare Incarnate, huh?
You haven't won yet.
Okay.
Slam him.
Lord Sturm!
Launch.
Commander!
Slam them.
I guess you've won.
So far. You're next on Andy's hit list.
You will join me in death.
Blow up the Gundam.
Blow up the Gundam. You jerk!
Darn.
Andy, you can't use such language.
Konogaki!
Worm tactics.
Andy, run away.
Andy!
Yo, what's this?
Chance is a fickle thing. You never know when it will come your way. And yet, here it is.
Hey! That's Hawke!
Sturm, I think it is time you were relieved of your command.
Hawke.
He gone!
Let's fucking go!
Holy shit, that
It
was
got
awesome!
deleted.
He gone!
Why?
He killed
Why
him.
would you?
Hawke's a Saiyan.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's some Dragon Ball shit.
Yeah! Let's go!
Hawke's a Saiyan.
You can do that?
He can
Yeah,
do
it's
that!
like- yeah, he can just do this, I guess.
No more.
Yeah, you could just do it.
Vaporized.
I mean,
He's
you
still
know,
got-
that's
Hawkeye!
Missats.
Are you gonna take his hat?
such resignation.
Just straight up use Hawkeye on Sturm! Yeah! This is exactly what I wanted! Oh, I'm good.
Eating
Oh, that
good
was
tonight.
incredible.
Yeah, so it's a fun cutscene.
To see how strong I could become.
To test my abilities, etc.
He is a true Saiyan. It was satisfying. Eagle bot to Deco!
No, there is something to be gained. It's called wiping out black holes, so they're not a problem in the future.
Very well.
And then half of them didn't show up in the sequel.
Literally half.
Mato!
I'll be gone. But I'll be back in the sequel to do more.
To be back in the sequel would be awesome.
And I'm going to do it again.
Yeah,
You
he
won
will
again.
just do the
He
same
will.
thing.
He will just kill his boss again.
I will cause mischief on purpose.
He is a mischief maker!
Oh
I
yeah!
always assumed that Von Bolt was like a splinter faction of Black Hole, but
Yes, it's
you know,
never made entirely clear. Yeah, it's just weird.
I guess it's assumed they are.
Bask in the presence of our indomitable greatness.
Oh, let's get it!
Oh, nice!
Let's get it!
That
They
last
said
turn
second
clutch.
final front.
You'll have to see it!
He's just a backwoods CO who takes power, Nessa. It just happens.
Von Bolt's a wiener.
How does anyone take
Penetrator?
power, really?
Well, Hawke clearly did by killing his former CO.
And there you go.
With the Black Hole Army driven from its shores, Macroland was free at last. But peace is a fragile thing. Stay vigilant. Until next time.
Sequel? Sequel when?
DLC win, DLC win.
Ah! Ah!
Oh, this section's good. I like the thing they do here.
This place is the original for me. I still prefer Days of Ruin. No, I had to talk with Mel after we finished the AW1 campaign. Like, yeah, it's not replacing Days of Ruin, and she's right. It's not. This is my new second favorite of Red Skulls. Easily.
It's pretty high
It's
up.
so good too. It's so good. It's exactly what I wanted.
They put a lot of
Forward
care.
clears.
Yeah, they put a lot of care into this one.
Woo! Woo! I'm good. Woo! I'm good. Game good. Game good. I need to stretch.
I'm glad it
Look at
was
this.
everything you wanted. Except for the most flavor. Don't worry.
I like this whole textile
Oh yeah,
They
no,
got
this
going on
section's gonna be
compared to what they did with everyone's him.
Mm.
If they remake Days of Ruin with this level of quality, you can just kill me and I'll just go to heaven right there. Then and there, I'm done. Done. See ya. I've existed in my life. I'm gone, guys. It hurts to smile right now. I'm having so much fun right now. I disagree!
Yeah, it's hard to say how they would even do Dual Strike, except, as you say, with kind of like DLC characters and stuff. But
yeah, I would also see how they handle Dual Strike.
Unless again, the alternative is they do an independent sequel and make like 3, which would be kind of weird, but it could work. I don't know. Depends how much control like Nintendo are willing to give them. But I guess, yeah.
Who knows?
I mean, they trusted them enough to make this, but do they trust them enough to make like an original game? Is the question.
I still like this whole thing. We see all the maps in the different camera angles as opposed to the normal one. This big whole field that's super dynamic. It's really cool.
But yeah, I don't know. I'd like to see something come out of this. I guess we'll find out within a couple of years whether or not that's going to happen.
Yeah. I'll pursue it on the left.
Ah, it replaces them.
Final form on the right.
Oh, that's
great.
cool.
Yeah, it's clean.
It's clean.
Final rank?
No.
Credits first.
We need more pomp and circumstance.
I think it's slightly different this time. I think there's like different stuff in there. Oh yeah, there's cannons and shit.
Based on
yeah.
Yeah.
The cannons and
lasers, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like functionally identical to the other one, but yeah, slightly changed. Oh, Matt Boson, my man. Did you hear what they're doing with like the old Shantae game? They're like redoing the GBA.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that.
I
thought it was
the
really cool.
sequel that
like actually
was
that's
like
kind of
never
interesting.
completed, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of neat. Yeah, Matt Boson I like.
It's only going to be on GBA apparently. It's not.
It's
like,
going to be a literal cartridge you can buy.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, yeah.
When you go that hard, you can't. You just go flex.
Honestly, I'd buy it. I might just buy it. Yeah, maybe.
I love this game too. I can sing its phrases all day, but I did it just as much with AW2's campaign. I was like, they keep the quality like this in AW2's campaign. I'm just like, and they did. They certainly did, especially with what they gave with the Final Front. They giving Sturm his own theme, and then the cinematic of Hawke just erasing Sturm with Black Storm.
Dude, he just got deleted.
That was so good.
Oh,
His hat survived.
Yeah, I guess.
His hat is stronger than he is canonically.
Who wins? Hawke or Vegeta?
Whoa!
But yeah, I guess it's canon that these guys just have superpowers and like they're just not gonna talk about it. This is like, yeah, we're just gonna not discuss this.
That's why they're COs.
Like Drake could like make a living like just like solving impoverished like desert areas just by like.
It is called CO powers after all.
It's like, yo, he could like save the world, but Drake doesn't. Curious.
So could Colin. He could make somebody spawn out of nowhere.
He can literally make it rain.
Oh,
as opposed to Drake literally actually making it legit rain. What'd you guys think about this?
This was great.
Yeah, it's just so good. It was worth the wait.
It
like,
was.
After that long ass delay, yeah, we were like, yeah.
Oh, feel free, Andy. We are kin, you and I. Both of us losing our hair.
Yeah, I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming back. Bookends. Bookends.
Say nothing of poor Lash, but yeah. In any case, yeah. R.I.P. To be fair, I know a girl who's like going like fucking ball at that age. I'll say no more about it though. But yeah, just in case, it's like I'm in danger. But to be fair, some people just roll the bad RNG. It's unfortunate.
Some people roll the RNG when it comes to there.
Clearly, they're not now. That's why.
Hey, look, mine's going to go too, you know. Like, I'm 31. I'm not getting any younger here, you know. Like, what can I tell you?
It hurts to laugh.
Like, we're in that boat together. Yeah.
Oh, game good. Game real good.
It's really fucking good.
Oh, my character creation traits suck. Can I reroll?
You gotta respec on them, but you gotta fill out this 12-step program first to respec.
Use a Fantasia.
God damn it, Ron.
Clear!
Yeah, let's go.
There's all the COs.
Nice. So S rank, I believe, means you get Sturm. Nice.
You're so big and strong.
Or is it Sturm or is it Nell? I can't remember.
I think it was
I already got Nell. You got the 100%. Advanced Force 1 to get unlocked now.
Ooh. Oh.
I just can't give you the full one out of the gate. Come on.
Me when I do not set the event flags correctly. But hey. Oh, this bit's good. Watch this. Or at least I think you get the.
Look who's here.
Oh, Hachi. There we go.
Yeah, nice.
Hey, that's me.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh.
You have to pay him to enlist him.
I will not be bought like a mere toy.
No,
sure you will.
Vetoed.
Salutations.
Sturm does look like a
look
toy.
like you're in good spirits.
It looks like Emperor Zerg.
Oh yeah, this bit's really cool. You just get like all the black hole shit.
Oh, cool.
And can actually like put it on maps. It's kind of nuts.
Wow.
Nice.
Look who's here.
Nell also pops in like that, Jade.
I mean, yes, Hachi technically popped in like that, because he's already on screen.
Hey, that's me.
That's me.
That's me.
Woo!
Woo!
That was pretty alright.
Had me on the edge of my seat. Why didn't you help?
Why did you help? Why you help Nell? Let me play as Nell in the campaign! Cowards!
She should have been an option for the final map.
She should have!
Man.
Too bad. So sad.
I would have used her.
Yeah, it's not like she would have broken the game by
It costs to.
Nice.
No.
Oh, now you have a tough decision now. Sturm or Hachi?
Oh, that's hard.
It just gives you the 2 back. Like, nice.
I'll buy Hachi. If I can go over him.
You're looking to buy Hachi?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. You gotta buy Hachi.
Broken game, broken game, broken game, broken game.
Oh, where is it? Oh.
Can't buy it.
No.
Damn.
I'm too broke.
Too bad. So
You
sad.
must fall.
I'm too broke. I'm sorry.
You must
It's
fall.
over.
Y'all come back now.
Broke bitch.
Such is the way of God. He is here. Speaking of,
Yeah.
yeah.
Speaking of God.
Oh no. Well, might as well go take a peek at him, I guess.
Mr. 8 himself. Yeah, there he is. Mr. Businessman himself.
Rumored to be Ornstar's former CEO. Former chief.
Slow enough shot to relive his glories in Battlefield once more. All views are average, but he pays 10% less. That's it.
It's basically Colin.
Yeah.
Kind of better.
Except better.
Hit T, Miss Medicine. So his CO powers are very good. His basic is harder. All units are half off, and that's it. You just plus 10 defense as well. All units just are half off for 3 stars. And for 5, you get Merchant Union, which is the same as Barter, but also you can deploy in any allied city you own, any land unit in any allied city at half off.
Jesus.
Ridiculous.
So you can just immediately just plop in this new city you captured, an 8,000 gold medium tank, or the 11,000 gold Neo, and you just be like, lol, Lamau.
Sensei who?
It's finished.
It's hilarious. It's only good for land units, but when it is, oh boy, it's so goofy.
It's horrific. Yeah.
It would be funny if you could spawn naval units and just get land boat.
Land. So the goal is to clear a hard campaign on AW2.
You're a winner.
You're a winner.
Well done.
And I'm
If
gonna
only
win all the way
Lambo.
into bed.
Yeah, this is well. We might as well wrap it up now. Game good. Game good. So that's the main story of the main campaign of this gun. That's good. That's all. That's all she wrote. But we'll do one more session next time for the hard campaign exclusive Orange Star missions. The ones that I see in start. There are 3 of them. I do the one with Andy v Hawke because that shit's always one of my favorites.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. This game slaps, guys. It's good. It's really good. From a hardcore Advanced Wars market like myself, this 9 on 10. 9.51.
They cooked.
Just fix the fucking online. You had one job.
Yeah, let us like beat out of each other. Yeah.
It would immediately become an 11 out of 10 if they
Would
make
we?
the online work.
They cooked, but they haven't finished cooking.
I strongly agree with Ray. If you have the money and the time, make sure to pick it up. And once you've beaten it, well, there's Ghost Trip waiting for you.
There's the punchline. There it is. There it is. I was waiting for that.
Or Trails into Reverie.
Yeah.
Let's play the other games first.
I gotta play like 10 other games.
Yeah.